This video explores the cosmic geography of the Bible. It examines how a single event at Babel framed all of biblical history, spiritual warfare, and the Great Commission, based on Michael Heiser's theological framework. The modern view suggests worldly chaos results only from the fall in Genesis chapter 3. However, the ancient Hebrew view links worldly chaos to three rebellions: the fall, the angelic incursion in Genesis chapter 6, and the Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11. To truly understand the Bible, we must read it through ancient eyes. These are the three descents into cosmic chaos. Eden was human rebellion, the kickstart of anti-Eden chaos. The Watchers was supernatural corruption. Babel was the cosmic divorce and the ultimate fracturing of humanity. The ancient biblical authors saw Babel as the defining geographical and spiritual crisis of history. The Dead Sea Scrolls unlock the Babel anomaly in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 8 to 9. A modern translation says God set up boundaries according to the number of the sons of Israel. However, the ancient translation refers to the sons of God. God divided the nations and allotted them to supernatural beings, not to Israel, which didn't exist yet. The cosmic divorce and the origin of idolatry frame the entire Old Testament as Israel versus the nations and Yahweh versus the gods. Humanity's rebellion at Babel led to God disinheriting humanity. God then chose Abram, starting from Ur, to build a new, Edenic humanity, making Israel Yahweh's allotted portion, and assigning the 70 nations to lesser supernatural placeholders as punishment. Pentecost is a deliberate linguistic reversal. It is the undoing of the Babel disinheritance. Babel led to the confusion of languages and the division of nations. Acts 2 reverses this with the Holy Spirit bringing understanding to the divided tongues, signaling the redemption of the nations and the restoration of God's direct rule. This is the blueprint for reclamation. Jews from the nations witnessed the new covenant, believed the gospel of Jesus, and returned home. God successfully seeded evangelists back into the disinherited nations. The campaign to reclaim the earth has officially begun. Paul was obsessed with reaching Tarshish, or Spain, at the edge of the map. Tarshish is the last name on the Genesis chapter 10 list of disinherited nations not yet covered by the book of Acts. Paul believed his mission wouldn't end until he reclaimed this final piece of lost territory. In the Old Testament, the Holy Ones almost exclusively referred to the heavenly host or divine council. In the New Testament, the saints or Holy Ones are exclusively human believers. We are the replacements, elevated to replace what was lost in the cosmic rebellions. The cosmic chain of command places God, the ascended Christ, as the king. Glorified believers form the royal family with the highest responsibility. Angels serve as the bureaucracy. Believers are destined to displace the rebellious gods, sit on the throne, and rule the nations. Christ's ascension means he became Lord of heaven and earth. This nullified the authority originally given to the lesser gods at Babel. They are delegitimized. The fallen powers have no legal authority over those who know they have been freed. The myth of spiritual warfare focuses on mysticism and dramatic exorcisms. The reality is that spiritual warfare is fulfilling the Great Commission. It is the methodical, geographical reclamation of disinherited territory and bringing people back into God's family. The powers of darkness are only left with the tactic to corrupt and distract the church. The end condition is the fullness of the Gentiles, linking the nullification of the gods to a specific phase. The trigger is, when God reclaims the full number of people from the disinherited nations, Israel will be reawakened, and the end will come. The spiritual war ends when the Great Commission is completed. In 2021, there were approximately 162 million evangelicals globally. If every believer evangelized just one person a year, the number doubles annually, reaching the entire projected global population in just 6 years. This is not an impossible task. The powers of darkness are only surviving because the church is off game. The weird passages in your Bible are the most important ones, revealing a unified cosmic master plan of disinheritance, delegitimization, and reclamation. The takeaway is that you are not just saved, you are a crucial part of a cosmic effort to reclaim the nations, displace the fallen powers, and restore the Edenic family of God. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the message. And if you have questions or just want to talk, leave a comment and I will reply.